Hello. Hello and more hello. Hi, Lervin. How you doing? So, today we have more heavy metal music to look at. Uh, the quick rundown is we're gonna start with some Infected Rain. Uh, we listened to the singer from Infected Rain, and I think it's the drummer that is in Seas on the Moon, that is also in Infected Rain. So don't quote me on that. Uh, they did actually comment on one of my, well, the video earlier, but I forget what they said. Hang on. Hopefully this does not autoplay. Oh, producer and mixing engineer, who is also guitars and bass. Okay, they're the one that's in Infected Rain. Yeah. So, yeah, we have heard some parts of Infected Rain before, but we didn't listen to Infected Rain, so that's where we're gonna start. Um, there's a couple more Seas on the Moon songs with a different singer that I want us to look at. Uh, Also, if I can, I want to find their other projects, Death Dealer Union, which is apparently just the US version of Infected Rain. Uh, Getting their music videos, though, is a little bit hard. This is their channel, and their channel does not have their music videos. It's all behind the scenes stuff, at least that I've seen. So yeah, uh, I think we're gonna have to go chase them down. I believe they're through Napalm Records, and I think that's where most of their music videos are hosted. Also, there's another band that I want to look at if we have time, which is the Ant Metal Project, or AMP, which I've heard of before but never listened to. And yeah, Infected Rain is going to take a lot of time, mostly because I think they have 13 music videos that are on here. And then they have a whole bunch of live stuff, like a lot. In fact, I think it's an entire playlist. Yeah. But yeah, they have like a full live from Budapest. That was a couple of years ago. So we're gonna get a very good bit of live stuff from them. Hi Mimi, how you doing? So yeah, that is the plan. I think we're gonna do this linearly by time. So 15, 13, 13, 12, 10 years, more 10 years, 9 years, more 9 years, 8 years, 8 years, more 8 years, 8 years. Oh, the one is a lyric video. So we're probably going to skip that. And yeah, there's one from 6 years ago, which I guess is when they signed with Napalm Records. I'm doing okay. We have quite the musical list to get through today. All right. Let's get started. This one is from 15 years ago. Judgmental Trap.
Life is too short. Come inside and get it.
Okay, right off the bat, I'm gonna say this reminds me a little bit of Guar. Not the first female screaming vocals that we've reacted to, but very much that guttural tone that, at least to me, makes me think of Guar. That may just be a me thing. Also, I know it's like 15 years ago, but I do really appreciate her very cute look from 15 years ago. All right, let's keep going.
Open your eyes, drop the gun, stop with the lies. Look what you've done. Don't be confused, this is not the time. Stop the abuse of that pass on any line. Here you are manipulated, death enough to hesitate it. Lend your head upon my shoulders. Tell me the story over the shoulder. Suffer, cry, die for what? Don't fight, don't do it. Kill for what?
I'm assuming there's a backing track in there because she was scream singing and melodically singing all at the same time. I have to say that has to be a backing track, which is fine, definitely fine. But man, that must be hard to do live. We might see it though. You never know. We'll see how that goes.
You think you have your eyes wide open in this world where dreams are broken. No one shouts the tickets to come back. No one will remember you till you're masked. My voice cracking, landing in taboo. My head is burning, bloated in taboo. Judgmental trap, this is a well. A judgmental trap, this is a well. A judgmental trap, this is a well. This is a wall. A judgmental trap, this is a wall. A judgmental trap, this is a wall. Judgmental trap, this is a wall.
Okay, that part reminded me of something, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember what it is. I know that sounds bad. There's another group that did at least one song that is a lot like this, and I'm completely blanking on who they are. Though I think they were like early 2000s, so it would have predated this, I think. So maybe an inspiration? I wish I could remember the name. Of course, when I need to remember it, I can't recall what it is. That's the way this works, obviously. All right, let's get back to it.
Lend your head upon my shoulders. Tell me the story over the shoulder. Suffer, cry, die for what? Don't fight, don't do it. Kill for what?
Oh, wow. Reaction video to the making of it. I I am kind of curious about that. Hey, Nessa. All right. I'm gonna call this one up, but we're not gonna watch it yet. I want to see it later.
Hello.
All right. So, a little bit of commentary. I really don't like the torture scene, but that's my dislike for like torture in general. I think always bad things about torture and anything related to it. So I definitely don't like that part. Not a movie, but a song. Uh, in fact, the apparently first ever music video that uh, the band Infected Rain ever did, called Judgmental Trap. So we'll watch the behind the scenes in a little bit. I want to hear some more of their stuff. That was 15 years ago, so I know they have evolved. Let's take a listen to At the Bottom of the Bottle. Man, that's a familiar topic. Though I don't drink, so. But I know a lot of people who do.
Alcohol, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel sick. Alcohol, you want more and more, but your cloud is so quick.
Okay, some early commentary. That intro is very European electronica, which this is 14 years ago. I totally expect that. Also, those bangs she has here, man, those take me back. I have not seen that haircut in a long time. Ah. All right. Let's see. Anything else? No, I think those are my first reactions. Let's get back to it.
Clear the bottle, beckons you, and you feel so weak. Here you are at the bottom, your wiggle so big. The bottle beckons you, and you feel so weak. Here you are at the bottom, your wiggle so big. You hate to be sober, problems all gone. Your sorrow has been stolen, you're full and happy now.
Of course, she had to use some ground.
Alcohol, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel sick. Alcohol, you want more and more, but your cloud is so quick. You hate to be sober, problems all gone. Your sorrow
Okay. Okay. I have to pause and discuss this. I actually, you know what? We have like 14 seconds left to this. I'm gonna let it finish, then I'll do some commentary here. All right, all right, man, man. This really reminds me of my ex. The woman in here, anyways. So here's a little story time for you. Uh, my ex got like really excited once when I told her that I'd never been drunk. So, uh, we had a night where the idea was we would go bar hopping and I would get drunk. However, as soon as she started drinking, it just became where she was getting her next drink. Uh, the whole thought about me getting drunk thing totally out the window. Uh, in fact, I'm pretty sure she pretty much forgot I was there, except that I was the person that would get her to the next bar where she could bum some more drinks off of someone. Ah, yeah, this song definitely brings back some memories. And I'm watching and I'm going, yeah, yeah, that feels very familiar. Not for me, but definitely for an experience I've had. All right, all right, let's go to the next song, which hopefully won't just be a huge reminder of my past. Man, man, the fact that they make this like it's a video game, that that does bring back some memories. Still like 14 years ago for this song. So many like especially earlier games than when this would have happened, but probably fundamental games to when they grew up. Uh were all about like choosing your racer and I remember an arcade machine where it was off-road racing, very much reminiscent of this. But let's get back to the song. I mean, that is what we're here for. And she wants to go hard right from the start. Gotta have that guttural. All right, all right. Sorry, I just had to interrupt with that. Anyways, let's get back to it. Gotta love the breakdown. Anyways, some commentary. First, I love her skater punk aesthetic. I mean, she's had it basically since the start of these videos, but this one, it's very clear it's meant to be like skater punk. I wish I'd had like a skater punk phase. As a teen, I definitely would not have got away with dressing like a skater punk. I don't think either of my parents would have gone for that. Also, this is a really melodic song compared to some of their others that we've heard. I'm totally here for that. I love a good melody. Anyways, back to it.
I was speechless, filled with a bewilderment, and this terrible needed reanimation. Good Lord, good acceleration. Come over here, tell me what you want to hear. What's your problem? What's your bone? You don't like me, so what? Me against you. Tell me what you want to do. You want to bite me, wanna fight? I'm not scared, turn off the lights. Come over here, tell me what you want to hear. You want to bite me, wanna fight? I'm not scared, turn off the lights. Me against you, tell me what you want to do. Want to bite me, wanna fight? I'm not scared, turn off the lights. I was speechless, it was a bewilderment, and this terrible needed reanimation. Good Lord, good acceleration.
Okay, I gotta say, this part is like choral. It's very like classically arranged for her vocals, while obviously the rest of the instrumentation is definitely not. I like that juxtaposition. It works really well, I think. This is arguably my favorite song that we've heard yet. So all right, they're doing the fadeaway. All right, stop waiting. Okay, well, that's an interesting title. What are we waiting for? Strong instrumental opening. Video showcasing the guys too.
Waiting for someone to save us, waiting for something to change, waiting someone to forgive us, waiting, swallowing the rage. Days keep passing, lack of expectation, fear and taking the best of us. Here we are again, expecting the salvation, waiting for someone to be sorry for us. We are all rise from the knees. As long as you go, keep it. Fight for your life, fight for your dream. As long as the stars keep on hitting, just rise from the knees. Stop, stop, stop. We are always waiting.
Okay, I was not planning to stop here. I want to let it go a little bit longer, but I need to use the restroom, so I'm gonna step away for a sec, and then we're gonna get back to this. Okay? Sorry. Be right back.
7 tries every night to gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles, yeah. I'd rather be dreaming, floating while sleeping, to islands in the sky. I need you to fly me away. 7 different ways of fighting out the storm we've been sleeping on. Yeah, digging up the ground, trying to find what's wrong. Plant a seed, burn it down, make it freeze. Drown it, then we shock it till we bring it to its knees. Heaven blowing on my dice, for a prize. Feel the breeze, hear it roaring like a night. Running, climbing, swimming, gliding, maybe I'm alright. I'd rather be dreaming, floating while sleeping, to islands in the sky. I need you to fly me away tonight.
All right. Sorry about that. You have to use the restroom at inconvenient times. Anyways, let's get back to
What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? We are expecting a salvation, waiting for someone to be sorry for us. We are always waiting. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? We are expecting a salvation, waiting for someone to be sorry for us.
All right. As they're doing the instrumental breakdown, let me do some commentary. So, first, I got to say I think they're not as hardcore as like that first song that they did would like lead you to believe. This is more like alt heavy metal or like gothic heavy metal than like a more like conventional flavor. It's very like soaring choral for her voice whenever she's not doing like the growly screaming stuff. I definitely appreciate that. I mean, I just talked about that last time in the last song. Uh, I don't like this one quite as much as the last one, but that's personal preference on my part. Uh, I do like the melody. The instrumentality is great. Sometimes I don't really comment on the instrumentation just because I kind of expect it to be great, which is kind of weird to say, but it is what happens. Anyways, I I am amazed how like I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name. It's either Lena or Lena. Something along those lines. I'm not sure how it's specifically pronounced. Actually, hang on one second. I think someone told me in the comments on the Seas on the Moon. the same E sound as Ken or Ben. So, Lena, I guess. Sorry. That was a nitpick from last time that I wanted to fix. But she's really underrated. I definitely never heard her, like, or heard of her, like, 12 years ago when this was released. And this was totally my type of music, like, 12 years ago. You would think I would have heard of her, but I did not. I think I have heard of Infected Rain, like, once. Like, in passing, talking about, like, heavy metal, hard rock bands. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Fight for your dreams. Fight, get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Fight, get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Fight, get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Fight, get up from your knees.
Gotta say, I think this would also make a pretty good protest song.
Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams.
Oh, these quiet whispers.
Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams. Get up from your knees. Fight for your dreams.
I'm gonna double down on saying this would be a great protest song. It definitely feels very protesty. All right. Enslaved by a Dream. That's definitely got a feel to it. Just by the title. They really like these long instrumental openings. Not that I have a thing against them. I kind of like them. But
Standing alone, facing my fears, facing you, judging me for who I am and what I do. But I'm still here, stronger than before. I feel my roots bowing the floor. I'm ready to die, ready to fly.
I kind of just want to pet the kitty cat. I'm sorry. I had to say that.
Live here on the stage, full of life, full of rage. Too late for you to save me. Already infected. Stop trying, stop blaming me. I am already infected. Haunted by memories, haunted by fear. Never care. judging me for who I am and what I do. Ready to die, ready to fly. This is my love, my long.
Okay, this part right here that just started, that could totally be part of a like vocal line from In This Moment, uh, the group that Maria Brink's fronts from, or for, sorry. Yeah, very, very similar. And I think they would have both been around at about the same time. But yeah, I've listened to a lot of In This Moment lately, so that line just feels like it. I mean, it's even in the same range. Sorry, I sing to it in my car a lot, so I know that one very well. Anyways.
Way to dream this stage on me standing here. I'm a slave by the music. No one will change my mind. I'm engaged with the music. Our brain is bright. Ready to give you last part of my breath, last taste of me. Just give me the chance, show you this voice, while pulsing voice inside of me. We've been ruined, breathtaking void, unbearable shore inside of mine. We've been right, breathtaking pride, unbearable shame inside of mine.
All right, I have to pause for that. Sorry, it was making me vibrate a little bit, so I didn't pause sooner. But when they do the single guitar playing, they do it entirely on the right channel with no left channel at all, and it's set to like buzz. Which for headphones like I'm using right now, that that feels very freaky. And then when all the other instruments come in, they come in exclusively on the left. And it's not buzzy anymore. Well, that side isn't buzzy. The right side still is for a bit. It's a very freaky feeling. So if you're not, using headphones, you might want to go back and listen to it with some headphones on. Just saying.
No choice. Let me show you. I've been broken.
Я хочу стать рок-звездой. Я хочу стать доктором. Я хочу стать милиционером. Я хочу стать президентом.
Okay. I was going to wait till the end to bring this up, but Lena's, first language was Russian, because she comes from one of the former countries that were part of the USSR. And they mandated Russian as, the language officially. Though, usually she doesn't have any real accent at all. This song is the only time when I've really heard an accent in her voice. I heard a little touch of it in some of the Seas on the Moon song. And I couldn't even be sure it was Russian because it was just a very Slavic, pronunciation at times and not, a true accent even. But not only do we get a lot stronger accent in parts of this, but this part here literally is in a Slavic language. I can't say for sure it's Russian, I did take Russian in college, and I do speak a bit, but I am really rusty at Russian, so I can't say for sure that's Russian. But the little bit of spoken dialogue here, definitely Slavic. So,
Я бы хотела стать певицей. Я хочу стать пожарным. Я хочу стать ветеринаром. Я хочу стать воспитателем. Я очень хочу стать водолазом. Когда я вырасту, я хочу стать фотомоделью. Я хочу стать полицейским. Я хочу стать архитектором. Я хочу стать, когда вырасту, ночь предпринимателем. Хочу стать таксистом. Я хочу быть директором Наками. Я хочу стать ветеринаром. Когда я вырасту, я хочу стать
Too late for you to save me. Already infected. Stop trying and stop blaming me. I am already infected. Haunted by memories. Hunted by fear. Never care about danger. I'm enslaved by my dreams. Tonight for you to save me. Already infected. Stop trying, stop blaming me. Already infected.
that poor cat. Sorry, I had to say that.
Haunted by memories. Hunted by fear. Never care about danger. I'm enslaved by my dreams.
All right. Oop. No, I hit pause. Silly thing. Stop. All right. Let's keep going. Next up is Sweet, Sweet Lies. Which is also apparently both a music video and a lyric video all at once. I think she's switching up her style here too. Still the dreadlocks though.
Can you hear me? I'm screaming through your voice. Can you feel me? I'm burning through your voice. Are you alive? Standing here with me. Are you blind or just ignoring me? You think this is a dream? You wake up sober and clean. You think somebody cares about the scars on your chest. You think this is a dream? Wake up sober and clean. You think somebody cares the scars on your chest. You think this is a dream? Wake up sober and clean. You think somebody cares the scars on your chest. Beautiful people, beautiful lives, beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives. Is that what you want? What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Reality is knocking at your door. Stop dreaming, wake up and face them all. You are a warrior, go and fight. A hungry animal, hungry and wild. Is that what you want? What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Okay. As I go into what I think is an instrumental breakdown, let me give some thoughts. First up, her accent comes out a lot in this one too. You can you can hear it most because of the way she says some of the words. So, yeah, yeah. There's that twist that is a very Slavic twist on the way you say words. I don't know if she's doing it like on purpose because I didn't hear the accent nearly as much on some of the earlier songs. So I don't know if it's just something she was doing for these ones or it was just how she felt when she sang it. Accents are a weird thing. Anyways, so that was my first note. This is also a much more growly song, very much like the Judgmental Trap song that was the first one from them. It reminds me a lot of that. Obviously, not all growly. It does switch it up, but it's a more growl focused than like clean vocal focused song, which is kind of interesting, especially for a song called Sweet, Sweet Lies. And of course, it's all about, being sent off to fight, apparently. So that's a definite statement there. All right, let's get back to it.
What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Beautiful people, beautiful lives, beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lies. Is that what you want? Beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lies. You think this is a dream? Wake up, somebody good. You think somebody good? This goes on your toes. You think this is a dream? Wake up, somebody good. You think somebody good? This goes on your toes. Can you hear me? I'm screaming to your voice. Can you feel me? I'm burning through your voice. Can you hear me? I'm screaming to your voice. Can you feel me? I'm burning through your voice. Through your voice. I'm burning through your voice. I'm burning. You can fight when the war is over. You can change all that is done. Never try.
Okay. Because I'm laughing about it, I have to make a comment here. You can't fight when the war is over. Has she not watched what happens every time any war is ever over? Very few like wars just like end and there's no more fighting anymore. There's usually someone who can't give it up and just keeps fighting. Who it is always varies, but very much. Usually someone, usually multiple someones at that, cannot actually get over the war. And she's from a very war-torn region. She's from Moldova. Actually, the whole band is. Which, if you don't know your geography, borders Ukraine and Romania. So, yes. Also, part of the USSR before the 1990s. Which, it's kind of weird to think that I was like a teenager when Moldova became its own country. But let's keep going.
To make this world better, you'll never dream the hollow
Also, please don't try to drink the ocean. The ocean is very salty and you would die. So please don't.
What you want is not what you want. It's not what you want. What you really dream about. It's not what you want. It's not what you want. Beautiful people, beautiful lives, beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives. It's not what you want. Beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives, sweet, sweet lives. Is that what you want? What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? What you really dream about? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
A lot of very protesty songs from this group. Which, by the way, there are some in this moment songs that are very much the same way. Alright. Dancing Alone. Which apparently is going to be a live recorded video. Though, probably studio audio? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. This might be our first live unintentionally. Yeah, but that sounds like studio audio. Definitely.
Slowly, softly suffocated. I feel my lungs aching and burning. The painful fullness of my lips. The whippy savage music beats. I feel the madness on my tongue. From your smell I feel so drunk. Curling, dancing barefoot. Itching, feeling damn good. My hands are tight. I'm begging for your touch. My eyes are blinded. I wanna see a light. My hands are tight. I'm begging for your touch. My eyes are blinded. I wanna see a light. Your perfect knowing fingers. Fire on my skin. I feel your gaze and hunger. I'm drowning in your sense. Lord, Lord, eating in my brain, desire I'm full, I want to regain. I'm crying, I'm smiling for you, I'm dancing, I'm fighting for you. I want you to bring me in. Love, bring me out. Lonely, only, burning from inside. Hurt me, make me scream out loud. My hands are tight, I'm begging for your touch. My eyes are blinded, I wanna see a light. Your perfect knowing fingers, fire on my skin. I feel your gaze and hunger. I'm drowning in your sense.
Okay. I definitely have to do some commentary. And I haven't. I am sorry. I've just been enjoying her outfit changes and listening to the flow of the music. And here again, we have more clean vocals than growly vocals. Though, obviously, still some of both. Very melodic for her use of voice. I appreciate that. I'm not as much into the growly as I am the clean vocals, so I appreciate the fact that they're more melodic. for the vocals here. Also, irony, we're talking about dancing alone when we're at a concert and people are literally, dancing in the crowd and very much not alone. All right, let's get back to it.
I can't stop dancing, afraid to move. I feel so empty, feel so full. Clutching my chest, wish you were here. Try me from desire, I can feel your tear. I feel the madness on my tongue. From your smell I feel so drunk. Curling, dancing barefoot, itching, feeling damn good. My hands are tight, I'm begging for your touch. My eyes are blinded, I wanna see your light. Your perfect knowing fingers fire on my skin. I feel your gaze and hunger, I'm drowning in your scent.
Those growly lines near the end reminded me a lot of the like children's rhyme. Oh, I forget exactly how it goes. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember it. Anyways, it really reminds me of that. All right, let's keep going. What do we got? Serendipity. I'm here for some serendipity. Okay, and I have to pause really early on here. Yeah, this is 9 years ago. Even in the last one during their tour, she's got a very skater aesthetic that she's rocking. And she's pretty much had the skater aesthetic through all of their older songs. This here, not a skater aesthetic. So this is a little jarring for me to look at, but definitely leaning a little bit more into like the heavy metal sort of look. I was kind of enjoying the skater punk look, but that's just me apparently. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get used to this. Anyways, back to it. And man, these vocals, such nice vocals, such nice vocals. Again, very clean, very like choral. That's probably the best way I can put it. Definitely doesn't really match the instrumentation, though that's fine. You can put any sort of singing over top of just about any sort of instrumentality and you can make it work. And usually it's better for mixing things. So, let's get back to it. Sorry. I think I got a little too into that because I did not pause nearly enough. I like the way she was switching up the vocals here. I mean, we had those really good choral vocals I talked about in one of the times I did manage to pause. And then she gets into this like growly singing. I'm not even sure what to call that. It's not quite like the scream singing I am used to, which is why I don't really want to call it that. Though I guess it is probably a type of that. Yeah. Again, I think she's really underrated. I wish more people knew about her. I'm very impressed. All right, let's keep going.
You're intoxicated.
Oh yeah, this is the lyric video. We are not going to watch the lyric video. All right, so next one after this, molds apparently. By the way, quick comment. There is a sort of famous like zombie oriented how do I even want to put that? Animated erotica piece that I have had several friends that have brought up to me, which is also called Mold, which makes this sort of cringy for me to watch. I am sorry. The band probably has never even heard of that. I wish I had. All right, let's get back to it.
Your thing is so different, but you're playing by the rules. Your thing is so special, but you are the one to If you're not smart enough to say, high school shower is what you need. If you're not smart enough to say, high school shower is what you need. Get up from the couch, the life is passing by you.
Okay, I gotta say, I really love the switch up here. Yeah, those growly vocals I wasn't really into when she started them out here, but then she gets into these clean vocals and I'm like, soothed. All right, let's keep going.
Your lazy bones just keeping you down. Heavy limbs imprison you. Raining upon everything. You don't move to change a thing. Too busy criticizing, hating everyone. You forgot to become someone. You're wasting your time, hating your own kind, losing your mind. You're sounding to your life. You're wasting your time, hating your own kind, losing your mind. You're sounding to your life. Your thing is so different, but you're playing by the rules. Your thing.
I gotta say, I really don't want to watch that guy eat. Not even a little bit. Also, I want to briefly mention her aesthetic is back for skater punk. Though, when she's in like this demon form, I don't know what else to call it. It's definitely that like heavy metal look. But when she's in the forest, that is a very skater punk look. Anyways, back to it. Okay, sorry. I had to laugh. The fact that the room number is 69 is quite ironic. Also, this song is quite a warning about, ending up stuck in your room. Which I think you all know I have to, specifically go out and do things because I don't want to be stuck in my room all the time. And that is exactly what would happen. Left to my own devices. Anyways, let's keep going.
What they want, they use you like a magic wand. If you're not smart enough to see, ice cold showers what you need. If you're not smart enough to see, ice cold shower is what you need. If you're not smart enough to see, ice cold shower is what you need. You're wasting your time, hating your own kind, losing your mind, you're sounding to your life. You're wasting your time, hating your own kind, losing your mind, you're sounding to your life.
Well, at least he's getting out of the moldy room. That is a good thing. Let's keep going.
Pain is not what you ask for, but it's always what you get. Afraid of the unknown, you repeat all this before. Fear of
They're making Paris look awfully nice.
Stop for a second. Feel the light outside. Share the reality. Hear your heart screaming for the gravity. The memory lights sky up top its colors. It's divine. The memory lights sky up top its colors. It's divine. Forgiveness is the elixir for the peace of mind. Find a fearless victim before you become blind. Passion is the ingredient for the happy life recipe. Love the bridge between imagination and reality. Your mind. Your mind is the great technology. From the root of the personality. Build your own kingdom in the clouds. Break the laws invented by fake lords. Questions and doubts are eating you alive. You want to live, but slowly you die. Feel the light outside. Share the reality. Hear your heart screaming for the gravity. Absorb its colors, it's divine. The memory lights sky absorb its colors, it's divine. Confused and mistaken, one day the beginning will leave you in pain.
Okay, what the heck is that?
No one can see us, let the new story begin. Close your eyes, no one can see us, let the new story begin. Close your eyes, no one can see us, let the new story begin.
I do love the crowd interaction. Man, where are we up to 2017? And, uh, they're making me remember that that's now 8 years ago. That's kind of painful. All right. I think we only have 2 more. Yeah, we have Orphan Soul and then Passerby. And then we're going to watch some live. So, let's jump into it. I think I was told specifically I should watch this one. No. Other ones I haven't seen any videos for. Oh well. Okay, okay. I have to pause and do some commentary. I don't really want to interrupt. I'm enjoying the song in a lot of ways. But first things first, I really feel like her and Sky Daddy would get along and probably make some beautiful music together about pain and suffering growing up. It's sort of the core concept of this song and also pretty much every song from Sky Daddy. Yeah. That's the sort of vibes I'm feeling. Obviously, this is growly singing at its core, uh, which is not Sky Daddy's type, but uh, yeah, this is definitely a hardcore growly song, and I'm fine with that every so often. So let's get back to it.
I'm not alone anymore. I found a reason to live, a reason to breathe. I found a place in this world for my open soul, for my open soul. My empty house of stolen dreams and broken hearts. Cause I can't fly with no wings, shining at night with an eternal fire. The artist on me is unleashed. I'm naked now in upset colors. Cause I can't fly with no wings, shining at night with an eternal fire. The artist on me is unleashed. I'm naked now in upset colors. I'm done drowning in these tears of sorrow, suffocating in this endless hollow, suffocating, burning in this freezing, scary silence. I'm getting tired and always waiting for something.
Ah, that is definitely the scene to leave this on. Giant teddy bear. I have not done Ginger yet. I think I think we got a little touch of Ginger at one point. Man, when was that? I think we were covering someone else that Ginger like worked with. Man, I'm totally blanking on what it was. But I think that's the only time we've touched Ginger so far. It will happen eventually. Someone needs to remind me when I'm putting together like the music for one of these Sundays that I still haven't covered Ginger. At least I'm pretty sure I haven't. I am nearly positive I haven't. Though I've covered like over 50 bands at this point, so I am starting to lose track and sometimes I need to go double check. All right. All right. We have one last music video and then we're going to look at some live stuff from them. and the reaction they did to their very first music video. So let's keep going. Okay. Usually I would finish this song, but I don't think we're getting anything new in this one. So, what I'm gonna do is hop over to Napalm Records site because I did want to also look at Death Dealer Union, and I need to prep because I'm pretty sure all of their songs are through Napalm Records. So I'm not gonna find, and in fact, literally, one of the very first videos up is by Lena. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find all of their videos here. So let me pull that up, and then we're gonna watch Lena react 6 years ago, even about the making of their very first music video.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. You're watching Bananas, and today I decided to come out with this really cool story. It is about how we filmed our very first music video for the song Judgmental Trap.
Wait, she calls the channel Bananas?
Many of you already know that song, many of you even watched the music video, but not all of you know that actually we filmed a little film behind the scene while we were filming that music video. The only thing is we didn't really publish it for many reasons. Actually, back in the days, we decided that maybe one day the time will come and we will show people what we did and how we did it. Because at that time we didn't have a lot of resources, we didn't have a lot of money, we didn't have a lot of possibilities to do something big. So here I am today for you, telling you how it really was. It's a crazy story. I hope you're curious and you're ready and you have some popcorn
Definitely
to
curious.
snack
I do not
on
have popcorn
because
yet.
it's a pretty long story. I'll try to be short. I'll try to be brief about it and to put together only the most beautiful, interesting, and funny moments for you. Enjoy.
Life is too short. Come inside and get.
Man, she gives off such skater punk vibes in these first videos that they did.
So in 2010, January to be more specific, we had this opportunity to finally film our very first music video for our very first single. And I'm talking back in the days when we only had a small little EP recorded so far, and no album, no big fan base, no big support, or we were very small, very small, very young too, and we needed something. We needed to start somehow and to start from somewhere. Before I tell you how we actually filmed the music video, I want to confess something really personal. Way before I was in the band, I was writing lyrics. Here and there in different languages. Some of them were just like little poems. Some of them were just little interesting phrases or whatever, stories. I don't really remember when exactly I wrote this, but I just remember I was in my first year of university and I was very sad and very emotional about every problem in the world and especially about the war. I was very impressed how violent people can be, and where did we arrive as a human race to just kill each other for such small reasons and materialistic reasons. And I was very emotional at that time. I don't know why exactly at that moment, but that's when I wrote partially the little poem that was called Judgmental Trap.
It's cool that
that
starts
exact
as a
poem
poem.
that I decided to work on and to develop into a song later on when I was in the band. And then it was our choice with the whole band when we had to decide what song is going to be our first single, our first music video, our first, I guess, business card, if you want to call it that way. So yeah, I took those lyrics, I worked on them a little bit more, changed a few things, add other things to it, and here we go. We had the lyrics for this song. And that's why we decided to go with army outfits, with guns, and with kidnapping of people and torturing people and all that. So as I said to you before,
The guys
we didn't
seem
have
really
a
happy.
big budget, and we didn't have many good places to choose from. So we ended up filming that music video in the garage of our guitar player Vidik, partially in the woods of the city of Chisinau city, like public woods, almost like a park where people actually can walk through going to work or coming back to work. It's crazy. That's what we had to work with. That's where we started from.
Lend your head upon my shoulders. Tell me the story of the soul that suffered, crying, died for us.
We wrote down all our ideas and we tried to go from there. We found a friend that actually was ready to help us out with the guns, and we used airsoft guns
I was
and
hoping.
they look very similar to the real guns. He volunteered to bring them to the place where we were filming, and he brought us some like army outfits, and it was amazing. We got this help from this guy. Yura, if you're watching, thank you so much for your help. Back in the days, we only could imagine and dream about something like that. So thanks to you, we had this crazy look in the music video.
Не улыбайся, Сереж.
And then I volunteered for being the tortured person. As you can tell, they were not joking around. All my boys, yeah, they were pretty brutal. It was actually really hard to play that role for me. I'm not an actress, and I never pretended to be an actress or, called myself an actress or something like that. But I always thought that, if I'm pretty good at showing a look or an atmosphere or a state of mind, if I know what I'm talking about, if I know that state of mind.
I mean, she does demon very well.
I did pretty good, especially considering how young I was and how little time we had. I think it came out really good. I had to be sad, I had to cry, I had to scream. But basically, all I did was sitting on the chair and just take all the brutality and all the, all the stuff that people were doing to me. I was just taking it and trying to be a good actress, I guess. I got yelled at a few times because I was very cold, and I was not doing my job really well because of the cold. And by the way, it was minus 4 degrees Celsius, which is 25 Fahrenheit. You imagine how cold that was. I was very cold, especially because I was sitting still. And after a few hours, I couldn't even feel my toes. And it was not easy. Trust me, guys. It was definitely not easy. But we did it, We each member of the band had their own part in that music video. They had to basically interrogate me, torture me, and they all did pretty good. But I think the best one was Vovan. He did really good, and he did it very fast, right away, really good, and so impressive, and really everybody would believe him. He was so intense and so
I'm not sure
aggressive towards me that even I freaked out at a certain point. I was freaked out and shocked about how he grabbed me and I don't know. He's a good actor. That guy's a really good actor.
Girl,
yeah,
I'm not sure how
the
much
best
acting
part
that
though
was.
is the water. So as you know, at a certain point in the music video, Vadim, our ex-drummer, he throws water to me. That scene was very tricky because we only could do it once, because otherwise I would have been wet and we couldn't do it again, That's first reason. Second reason, remember I told you guys how cold it was. We didn't really want you to see the steam out of the water, so the water couldn't be hot. So that was room temperature or cold water that they throw into me or all over me. And after that, I had to just run and have a really warm bath because we couldn't do it again for many reasons, So that was the tricky part because it had to be perfect right away. It really is not the way I expected it to be. I had more expectations out of that scene, I'll be honest. But still, it looks pretty good. I think it looks good in the music video. What do you guys think? So basically, we filmed these music videos in 2 days. First day, we filmed all the scenes in the garage. That was the torture scenes. And
I would not do that first.
The second day we filmed was
totally
in
do
the
that
woods
second
of
day.
the beautiful Chisinau. As I told you before, that those woods are like a park. So a lot of people walk through those woods in order to go home or to work, or just to go places. So we were filming. We tried to find a pretty remote place in the area to film that in order not to disturb anybody. But still, it was pretty loud because, in order to film a music video, you need the the backup music. The drums are still very loud. Then we needed the click. The metronome sound was so loud. I think people could hear them from their houses. It's really crazy. If I think about it today, we got really lucky that nobody called the police on us, because we really didn't bother talking to anybody and getting a permission from anybody about it. It's really crazy. It's beautiful memories, and I always remember it with a smile on my face, but it's pretty embarrassing too. Basically, while we were filming, some of the people were like very curious, and they would come to see what's happening. What are these people so noisy about, So they will come over, so we had like curious people watching us while we were shooting. And because we didn't really have a lot of time and enough hours to shoot those scenes, we couldn't really bother to wait for people to leave or to talk to them and ask them to give us privacy. Oh my God, it's crazy. But as I said to you before, we didn't really have much to choose from. We didn't really have a big, budget for it, and we just worked with what we had. But I really, really like what we came out with. I think Judgmental Trap gave us such a good kick, such a good push to that, first step we needed to take with the band at the time. And yeah, 2010 was a very important year for Infected Rain, and we started that year with the release of the music video for the song Judgmental Trap. And I hope you guys like this cool little story about it. I basically want to say thank you to all the friends and everybody who supported us at that day during those filmings and during the shooting, because it was not easy. It was cold, it was chaotic, but we made it. We made it thanks to all the people that were involved and everybody that helped, and we made it thanks to you. Judgmental Trap definitely brought us a lot of fans, but also a lot of haters. Yeah. I mean,
sounds normal.
Who doesn't have haters, right?
That-
Everybody does, even me. I remember it very well because I was very emotional and very sensitive about every comment I would read online about my vocals and about me performing and about me
girl,
as a
never
girl
read the
and
comments.
the way I look and the way I was dressed and everything. Oh my God, so many opinions, so many people. That was definitely a lesson I learned with that music video. Me personally, I definitely learned in that time that people are gonna hate all the time, whatever you give them. You have to try to stay truth to your beliefs and truth to yourself, and to never give up no matter what, because it's obvious that the first steps you do might not be right, or might not be straight, or might not be beautiful, but you need those first steps to achieve something, to go to the other level, to the other step, to the next page. I don't know, call it the way you want. I'm so thankful for Judgmental Trap, and I'm so thankful for everybody who was involved and helped. And I'm twice more thankful for all the people that gave us a lot of love and a lot of support and made us believe in ourselves and continue doing music and continue do what we were doing. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for watching This is Bananas. I had so much fun telling you this story. And
Okay. I'm gonna leave that up. But it's time for us to look at their live stuff. I think we're gonna start with Budapest. But I want to see what else is out there. Okay, all of these are shorts. Let's watch the one that seems to be a longer one. I'm good for an entire concert. It's always good when you start recording before anything happens. So we get that build up. Actually, seeing as how I've done several lives at this point that I've reacted to, I gotta say, the way that, like, Linkin Park does their intros, it is just great, especially the recent ones. Chef's kiss. A little light show and song number before they even get on stage. Label this as Infected Rain, and it is definitely Infected Rain song. But I'm pretty sure this lineup of instrumentalists is the Death Dealer Union. I swear the girl guitarist is definitely from there.
Maybe if we had
like 40 at this point. She does not look 40. I mean, neither do I, but... Yes, I looked it up. She is in fact almost 40.
Oh my God, look at you, God damn it, you're so beautiful. Thank you for choosing to spend your night here with us tonight. We are Infected Rain from Moldova. You ready to have some fun? Nothing will shine.
I'm enjoying the live, I wanna skip ahead a little bit. If you didn't notice, this is like the most rewatched song out of this set. So I want to hear this, and then the one that we've heard the music video.
Happiness and sorrow, a light that shines today but fades tomorrow. Which was I keep our hearts waiting us to those who ignore our needs every day. Love, the people's repentance right. It feels so good, it hurts so bright. Love,
With this song that she loves to shock people. They let it get all quiet and just her vocals, and then bam. You gotta love the raised camera shots.
you so much for your positivity. Thank you so much for showing up tonight here and showing so much support. We have one more song for you tonight. And before we continue, we wanted to say a big, special thank you for the two absolutely amazing bands that we are on tour with. We feel so lucky to be on tour with Dragon Force!
I couldn't even hear the second one because at the mention of Dragon Force, everyone erupted.
We need you all to be part of it. You ready, Budapest?
I wonder if they actually say
Thank you so much. You've been circle right there in the middle.
Sorry.
Are you ready to do this for the infected rain? Everybody's invited. Make it nice and
Well, they don't
wide.
mention who they were with. Oh well.
Let's go.
I was hoping that
Let me
Thomas
see you
might
run.
have.
Show me what you got, Budapest. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it bigger. Budapest, let's make it bigger. Beautiful. Let's go run. Let's go run. Let's go run. That's what I'm talking about. Keep on going. Let's go. Let's go run. Let's go run. You ready? Let me see you run. All together now. Can you hear me? Scream into your voice. Can you feel me? Burning through your voice. Are you alive? Standing here with me. Are you blind? Or just ignoring me? You think this is a dream? You wake up sober and clean. You think somebody cares? The scars on your chest. Let's go.
I don't recall these being the lyrics, but I'm here for it.
Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful people, beautiful life, beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives. Not what you want, really dream about. Not what you want is not what you want. Not what you want, really dream about. Not what you want is not what you want. Reality is knocking at your door. Stop dreaming, wake up, face the moon. You are a warrior. Go on, fight. Hang the animal. Be happy and wild. Not what you want, really dream about. Not what you want is not what you want. Not what you really dream about. Not what you want is not what you want. Beautiful people, beautiful life, beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives. Not what you want. Beautiful cities, sweet, sweet lives. Let me see you jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. First row, what's going on? Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump. I don't think you guys understand. When I say jump, what do you do? Jump, jump. Let me see you fucking walk. Jump, 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 jump.
I'm not sure I'd survive one of these concerts.
Everybody jump.
Being demanded
Over
to
there,
jump.
let's go. And you?
Man, those security guys must be freaking out.
You've been absolutely fantastic. Can we please take a photo with you beautiful people? All we need from you is put your horns up in the sky and make some goddamn noise.
The warning does the same thing. The Lynn is just like laying back. That's definitely something. All right. All right. I do have more that I planned for us today. However, I am running out of time. I have something to do at 5, and I need to eat before that. So I think I'm gonna find us someone to raid. I think we're gonna raid Boca. Figuring I can manage to get the command correct. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be probably be Umumusumu. Tuesday is going to be and let me make sure I get the schedule correct here. Tuesday is going to be the opening night live for Gamescom, and we're going to look at that. That's actually at 2 rather than 4, so kind of like today. Then Future Games Show on Wednesday, which is also related to Gamescom. And that is also at 2. And unfortunately, I have to miss what's on Thursday. But hopefully, I think there's one other event for Gamescom next week. We'll have to see if I can do that one. But with that, have fun, take care, and see you later. Bye.